Years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight. And you know what I'm saying? So it's a contract I feel like you got to have with yourself, too, in order for you to be a, you know, great ball player or to have a long career. That's the goal, to be in the league for 20 years.
It didn't start with a headline or some dramatic tweet. It started with a laugh. LeBron James cracking up on the Mind the Game podcast while Kevin Durant slid in a slick little jab at Michael Jordan. And that single chuckle flipped the whole internet upside down. KD dropped the line so smooth you'd think he was talking about a casual run at the local gym. Some guys go play baseball, he said, with that smirk he always gets right before he stirs the pot. LeBron leaned back, burst out laughing, and in that 1 second, a whole generation of NBA fans realized something sharp. 2 of the biggest stars in today's league had just taken a quiet swipe at the man who built the blueprint they're benefiting from. But what happened after that? That's when things got wild, because Kwame Brown, the former #1 pick who built his whole second career calling out people who fake tough, stepped in with zero hesitation and lit the whole thing up. No filter, no softening the message, just straight uncut truth. And to really get why his reaction blew up the way it did, we've got to rewind.
He should have did a little more research, and I think that was distasteful because now MJ and his family, I think Kevin Durant should apologize for this, to be honest with you. Because MJ and his family got to hear this shit right here. And you shouldn't have to do that to MJ to try to build up LeBron. And I think that's kind of whack that, Kevin Durant said he's a student of the game. But how did you not know this information to say what you just said?
Is Mind the Game really a basketball IQ platform? Or is it just a polished stage for a different agenda? When LeBron and KD launched the show, they promised real hoop talk, deep strategy, grown-up breakdowns. But anyone who's watched more than 2 episodes knows the vibe. This is LeBron's legacy protection plan.
That LeBron James say he wondered if somebody worked hard, but he's been in the league for 22, 23 years, and he still is haunted by his mid-range game. He still is haunted by being able to go right and pull up on balance. When you listen to Steve Nash and you listen to Kevin Durant talk, Kevin Durant is like cut from that cloth that MJ and Kobe is cut from, because they try to cover up every hole in their game. They don't feel satisfied until they cover up every hole in their game. And LeBron has not only had a media machine behind marketing him as the king, but he's also had a NBA, a league that put pieces around him to hide every hole he had. He's telling you that I have holes, I have problems going right. And when they sit and they discuss, Steve Nash said in one of these clips, he said, the defense is geared towards stopping you from getting to the basket. It's taken away from getting to the basket in the playoffs. So if guys can't shoot mid-range jump shots, they cannot win a championship. That's what Steve Nash said. And that's why I said LeBron didn't have a big bag, because when you get to that level, when you get to the playoffs, ain't no more going to.
It's taken away from getting to the basket in the playoffs. So if guys can't shoot mid-range jump shots, they cannot win a championship. That's what Steve Nash said. And that's why some people argue LeBron doesn't have a big bag. Because when you get to that level, when you get to the playoffs, there's no more easy drives to the basket. Dressed up like a hoop masterclass, the episode that sparked all this was supposed to be about commitment and longevity. But KD couldn't hold back. He tossed out that baseball joke, clearly poking at Jordan. And LeBron's loud laugh didn't just add to the moment, it exposed exactly what they were doing. This wasn't hoop talk. This was a subtle rewrite attempt. A way to shade Jordan so LeBron's resume shines a little cleaner. And that's exactly where Kwame Brown came sliding in with his viral response. Before his words hit, you have to understand who LeBron and KD are behind the stats. Because once you look at their track record, Kwame's whole message hits way harder. Let's keep it real. Kevin Durant has a whole history fans never forget. The man joined the very squad that knocked him out in 2016. Up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals, and the moment things got heavy, he couldn't close it out. Then just weeks later, he's rocking a Golden State jersey next to Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. That move changed everything. And LeBron? His pattern's even louder. Cleveland to Miami the moment things got heavy. Miami back to Cleveland when the Heat run aged out. Cleveland to LA once Kyrie Irving left and Kevin Love wasn't the same. And now there are whispers about him dipping again because the help isn't enough. This isn't commitment. It's brand management mixed with comfort chasing.
Time All-Star, an MVP of the league.
Can we cut back to the chase?
Kevin Durant. And how that whole process went.
It's been hectic. It's a lot of attention that comes with being in this position, and I knew that. And when I met these guys, I felt as comfortable as I ever felt, and it was organic. It was authentic.
So when Kwame Brown calls them roadrunners, he's not joking. That label fits. Every time things get uncomfortable, they sprint toward the smoother path. But that wasn't even the part that fired people up the most. What really pushed him over the edge was the disrespect, that laugh, that little moment that crossed a deeper line. Because here's the truth. Michael Jordan didn't just take a break from basketball. His father was murdered in 1993, and that loss shattered him. After winning 3 straight championships, Jordan stepped away not to escape pressure, but to honor a dream he and his father shared. That wasn't running from the grind. That was a son trying to heal. So when KD tossed out that baseball line and LeBron sat there grinning like a kid watching the teacher crack a joke at someone's expense, Kwame didn't just see immaturity, he saw cruelty. He said straight up, "This is why MJ fans will never respect LeBron. He's too disrespectful." And for a lot of people, that hit home. Because let's be honest, Jordan built everything these two live off today. Sneaker culture. Global fandom. The idea of a modern superstar brand. KD and LeBron wouldn't be touching billionaire status without the foundation Jordan laid down. And instead of honoring that, they laughed like it was a throwaway punchline. Then Kwame went even deeper. He made a prediction that should make both of them nervous. He warned them. When you retire, the disrespect you're going to get will be unlike anything you've ever seen. Not a threat. A prophecy. Because when your era ends and the NBA doesn't need you anymore, the same media machine that hyped you up will flip instantly. Ask Charles Barkley. Ask Scottie Pippen. Ask Allen Iverson. The love fades. The spin dies. The receipts remain. And for KD and LeBron, the receipts are messy. What happens when the young stars of tomorrow look back and clown LeBron for switching teams like a traveling salesman?
Well, in the final second, the Chicago Bulls have won the 95-96 NBA championship. Make it 4.
Michael, I know that the first one was sweet, but how much sweeter was this one?
Well, I can't even put it in words. On Father's Day, what it means to me. I know he's watching. My wife, to my kids, to my mother, my brothers and sisters. This is for Daddy. I'm very happy for him.
Now, you had said, Michael, that of all the accomplishments that you've made, that this may be the accomplishment. Why?
Well, this goes right up there to having my kids. My kids are the most important things to me, my wife, my family. But next to them, this is going to mean a lot to me because of what it symbolizes, which is my father on Father's Day. It means it means a big deal to me.
Now, you remember just a couple years ago that early...
Just look at how these players are remembered right now. Jordan still gets respect everywhere, from older fans to kids who never saw him play. Meanwhile, KD and LeBron stay working overtime trying to polish their legacies. Have you ever seen Jordan argue for his greatness? No. Never. He doesn't hop on Instagram live shouting about narratives. He doesn't campaign for GOAT status. He doesn't need a podcast. His work spoke loud enough. But KD and LeBron? They're always talking, always explaining, always fighting for their version of history. LeBron even said on national TV, "That moment right there made me the GOAT," after coming back from 3-1 in 2016. KD has burner accounts arguing with kids online. Meanwhile, Jordan has a statue outside an arena. One is carved into history. The others are still fighting for validation. And that's why their disrespect looks so off. They're taking shots at a man who never begged for respect. He earned it. Through pain, dominance, and a culture shift. And the more KD and LeBron try lifting themselves by pushing Jordan down, the more insecure they look. Because this whole mind the game situation isn't about hoop breakdowns, it's about legacy polishing. Let's call it what it is. The legacy illusion. Rewriting history while hoping fans forget the truth. But you can polish a story. You can't erase receipts. The footage exists. The box scores exist. The collapses exist. I'm taking my talents to South Beach isn't going anywhere. That blown 3-1 lead in 2016 isn't going anywhere. You can't out-talk what the game already wrote in ink. And the more they try, the more desperate it feels, like they hear the clock ticking and want to rewrite their ending before the next generation does it for them. Hit subscribe for watching more stories of NBA.